Hi, and welcome to this presentation for Choral Canada and Alliance Chorale du Québec. My name is Mathieu. I work with Yaka. I'll be presenting to you our interface today and the way to set up membership for choral associations. First, I'll present you a little bit of our interface so you get more familiar with it. So when you open your account, you will first access to your dashboard. You'll see here a list of quick actions and your last activities, but today we'll be focusing more on the membership functionality. Here you can see our members list with different information that are available for browsing quickly the information that's been gathered through the registration process. Here you can see one member for me and another one for my colleague. And if there's information here that is not necessary or important, you would be able to remove a column and replace it by information that's more relevant for you. Same thing goes for the advanced search here. So for now, we only have first name, last name, and status, but it would be possible to add any of the fields relating to the member or his membership. Now, in regards to setting up the membership functionality, there's three important steps to consider. First, it's the membership types. Then you will have your forms, so for the organizations or the choir, and for the individual members. And lastly, we'll have the communications. So if we look at the membership types, here I've created 4 different memberships. The first one is choir for adults, choir for youth, group of choirs, and then affiliated members. Here we can see that all our membership types are organization, meaning that we will have one file for the choir itself, one file for the representative of that choir, and other files for any other people that are associated to that choir but are not the representative of it. So for our first membership here, we have choir adults. So I named it. It would be possible to add a description. Then we have the membership type here. So we can see that is an organization representative. And associated to that membership, we have the affiliated members, which I've shown you earlier. I've set it up so it's the delegate by default that's applied to the membership. And we allow the management of delegates during registration, meaning that when people register, they will be able to provide the information for their choir, their representative, and any delegate that's attached to that organization or that choir. Here we are offering that membership for new members and existing members because we want people to register and then be able to renew their membership. X is the rate, which is used to establish the period of activity of your membership. So here we can see that it's set up to start on the 1st of September and end at the end of August. The registration period starts on the 1st of September, and we see here that it is a paid membership, but it would be possible to activate the decreasing prices so that the further along we get within the year, the cheaper the subscriptions get. And here we can see that the renewal for the following year is possible starting on the 1st of July. Now there's options, discounts, validation process, and contextualized forms that can be added to every single membership. For the forms, for example, it would be possible to require, for example, for choir youth or groups of choirs at different forms in order to collect all the information that needs to be provided. Now, for the affiliated members, which is the membership type that will be linked to the representative membership, there's not much configuration other than to mention that it is a delegate of the organization. That means that anyone with that membership type that is connected to a representative will synchronize its status to the representative. So they don't have to renew because the renewal of their representative will affect their own status. It would be possible to add a rate for that specific membership if you want each individual within the choir to pay a certain amount, but for now, I've left it for free. The second thing we need to consider when we set up our membership space or our membership process are the forms. So working with organization, there are two forms. The first one will be the choir information in your case, or the organization information. So we want a name, phone number, an email, maybe a logo. And here I've added the number of people in the choir. So all the information that relates to the organization or the choir needs to be addressed within that form. By default, you'll have fields that are native to the system, but if there's more information that you want to collect, it would be possible to create a new field. And then depending on the information you want to collect and the way that you want to exploit that information afterwards, there are different field types that are available for you and would be more appropriate depending on how exactly you want to use it. The second form we need to think about is the one for individual members. So natively, you'll have first name, last name, email, coordinates of the person, and the password. But just like with organization, if there's more information you'd like to collect in order to better understand who registered as a member with your association, you would be able to create new fields. And like I've said, it is possible to contextualize what form is called depending on the membership. So you would be able to create individual forms for every single type of membership, and this way make sure you have all the information you need, regardless of what kind of members register to your system. Once your form are created, we can then go to the communications. Communications here are described with communication type. And this gives you a good indications of the trigger for each individual communications. So here we have member creation, membership to be renewed after expiration, validated membership. And if we go for validated membership, for example, which is a communication that is triggered once someone is registered and paid their membership in full, you can indicate communication language, the target recipients, so you're a member, but it would be also possible to send a copy to your administrators. And then like any other email, we have the subject and the content. Here you see first name, membership type, membership begin dates. These are keywords that will collect the information that's been provided through the registration process and inject it into the communication so it is dynamic and personalized. Communications are a great way to provide information, next steps, or different resources that are available for your members. So it's a really good idea to personalize those communication in order to make sure that the process is as good as it can be. It's also with the communication that you will provide the bill attached. So here, there's no bill sent, but since it's the validated membership communication, we will attach to it the paid bill, and it will automatically generate the bill related to that transaction. So now we've seen the three major steps in order to set up your membership registration process. Now, what we want to do is create a web page that will allow members to register, but also to connect to their membership space. So here we have the members page, and in the main area here, I've simply specified to the system that I want to connect the feature members and that I want to use the module member section. Now, there's no coding necessary. Here, all you have to do is activate or deactivate specific options and indicate what sections of your membership space we want to offer our members. So since we are dealing with organization, we'll be activating the organization feature, and it will allow a representative of organizations to administrate the information of their members and the organization itself. But it's possible for you to activate or deactivate any of the section. And once we save, we now have a web page that will allow people to become member or to log into their membership space if they're already members or looking to renew their membership. Now, when we look at the registration process for choirs, here, for example, I have a choir. We will be 5 people, and then I can identify my different members. So here, we can see that I can put all the information that I need to. And then I can save. And here I have added a member to my organization. When I click back and then I click next, I'll be able to give the information for my choir. Here I can import my logo, and here I can say we'll be 6 people total. Then it's the member information for the representative, so that would be me. I add password. And here I have the summary. So I see the information from my organization. I see the membership type that has been selected. Here are my affiliated members. And then I have the information of my representative with the total amount. After that, we get access to the payment step and the confirmation. And we'll have a new organization added to the system. So here you see Choral with all the information, the membership history, and we have the 2 members that's been added to my organization. So I hope everything that I've presented today clarifies exactly how to set up your membership process with Yapla. If you have any questions in regard to that process or would like any precisions with any of the steps that I've mentioned today, please feel free to get in contact with us. We'll be more than happy to assist you. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you a great day.